Hello, fellow love warriors, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about anything energy, anything motivation, anything to get yourself back on track. So today, as you guys can see in the title, it was supposed to be bursting with brain power, but we're going to have to postpone the episode because it didn't really go as we wanted. But we trust the universe, so we're going to trust that it's going to happen for next time. I will keep you guys updated on what's going to go on. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jess Flo. I am a life coach and spiritual guide, and this is basically where I talk on how to increase your energy in all aspects of life so that you can achieve your goals. So what I'm going to do instead today is do a little breakdown on what we have done so far and what we're going to do for the rest of the season. So as you guys can see, I haven't really done little clips as much. I haven't been on social media and on YouTube as much as I was before, but I've been focusing more on bursting with energy. So this season, it was a lot about having experts. We started with Marc Romain, who came onto the show and taught us some breathing techniques. So if you guys just want to take up, I'm going to give you a few tips from every episode that you can apply into your life right away, and it'll help you increase your energy. And if you do need help with some of these things, then you guys can always contact me on Instagram, love_warrior8, or you can contact me by email, justflowcoffee@gmail.com, or you can contact me on my website, ijustflow.com. So the prices are not yet on the website. I did have a few of you ask me about that this week, but you can contact me directly and I'll give you the prices. The prices will be up there by next week. It'll be finalized. So like I said, we started the second season with expert Marc Romain, and we talked about breathing, how having conscious breathing can keep you in awareness of yourself, awareness of your environment, and give you that space that you need between you and your problems, you and the challenges, the obstacles that you're facing at any time. So a few techniques that I do with my clients are 5-5-7, which is inhaling for 5 seconds, holding your breath for 5 seconds. And what holding your breath does is basically allows the oxygen to circulate better. Because of the CO2, we thought CO2 was waste, but it's not. It allows the oxygen to circulate better in your blood, and then pump your heart better. Pump that energy better, and then release 7 seconds. So 5-5-7. I suggest to do this about 10 times because it puts you in parasympathetic mode. So sympathetic mode is survival mode. That's fight, flight, or freeze when you're in stress mode. And we get a lot, nowadays we're a lot in stress mode just because of work environment, family problems, anything that's happening around us. It can be stressful. We're in an environment that has a lot of chemicals, a lot of stress, a lot of let's go, 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 go. So you don't really have the time to kind of sit down and take the time for yourself. So that's what this breathing technique does. It allows you to relax your whole body, relax your nervous system, calm down, allow your digestion to flow, your circulation to flow, and to get back on track with being aware of yourself, which allows you to make better decisions. So that's one tip. And we did talk about other tips if you guys want to go back to episode 2, season 2, episode 1 of bursting with breath work, and he gives a lot of techniques on what you can do to put you in relaxation mode. Then we talked about plants. So our connection with plants, how we've lost that connection with plants, how there's actually local experts around you, and even if it's not local, you can travel, or you can have just curriculum courses with people that are outside of your section because we have internet right now, right? So you can have that connection with it. If you don't know anything about plants, then that episode will give you the basics. Then we talked about the immune system, and I really enjoyed this one because I think we tend to neglect our immune system and how important it is for us to make proper decisions. The better decisions that you make, the closer you are to your goal, right? And it's like that 1% better, that if you guys remember Kondo from last season, 1% better. Just getting better with decision making, getting better with awareness, getting better with breathing, getting better with plants. It could be anything. Just focus on one thing. Out of all the tips that I'm giving you guys, focus on one thing that you feel will help have a domino effect. And so that in 3 months, you're closer to your goals. 3 months is enough time. I have a 21-day reset where for every day for 21 days, you have five action steps. to help create the foundation for the rest of your life. For now, if you guys are going to do 3 months, you can focus on one thing. That could be breathing, that could be learning a new skill, which is actually going to help, develop brain power and decision making. It could be plants, or it could be your immune system, getting in control of your immune system. So what I do with my clients is I do a 4-day energy experiment where you try different foods. 20 minutes before you eat, you journal, how am I feeling right now? How does my body feel? What am I aware of? How's my temperature? What do I smell? What do I notice? Then you eat your food, and while you're eating, you take 20 minutes to eat to really get into that zone, have an experience with the food, have an experience with even your water, your juice, your drink, whatever it is that you're consuming at the time, right? You really get into the zone of it. Because we're not only eating food, we're consuming our environment. So by becoming more aware of what you're putting into your mouth, you're also becoming aware of what you're putting into your environment, the people, the thoughts, the activities, how you're honoring yourself or dishonoring yourself. So taking that 20-minute to really just sit, take a bite. And I'm someone that usually eats fast, but when I really like the food, I'll slow down. This is something I had to practice as well, right? And the more you breathe, actually the more you're creating fire in your body, so you're actually burning more calories. So taking the time to just eat. How do I feel while I'm eating? What do I taste? What is the texture? Are there new sensations? And then 20 minutes after you eat, how do you feel? Do I feel bloated? Do I feel lazy? Do I feel greasy? Do I feel excited? Do I feel light? Do I feel like I could go jogging? Do I feel like I digested well? So taking note of how do I feel while I eat, during, before, and after. And doing that 4-day experiment. So for 4 days straight, it's not a long experiment, for 4 days straight, testing how is my relationship with my food. And that'll give you an idea of what you can eat, what times you can eat. You should also know what time you eat and what gives you the better sensation, so that you can have a list, a menu of things that you should go towards and things that you should avoid, but that you can have once in a while. After bursting with immune, we did bursting with mindset, which was really cool. We did Chloe. So Chloe came onto my show, and I also went onto her show. So if you guys want to know a little bit about my experience, because I did have a few of you last year ask me, what was your spiritual journey like? What was your journey with coaching? How did you get to where you are? I talk about all of that on her podcast, which is the Image Coach, Chloe Rowe. Let's go check the name, so that I don't say it wrong. The self-image experience. Okay, the self-image experience. Yeah, by Chloe Rosa. So we talked about mindset, how your mindset, your map, creates the motivation for you, how one decision can take you towards either going out or maybe staying in and reading a book. That was a really interesting episode. How our journeys can take a really long time, but to never give up, because you giving up is actually setting yourself up for failure for sure. Whereas you continuing, you're actually opening up new pathways to reaching your goal, new learning experiences to reaching your goal. So that was a really good one, a really motivational one. I enjoyed that one as well. I actually enjoyed all of them. The experts that we had on this season were amazing. I feel blessed to have had so many come on and want to share what they're able to do. And these, if you are in Montreal, these are experts that are in Montreal, so you can always experience this. And they also do, some of them do online stuff, so you can always reach out to them online. Or if you need help, I do online. So I work with people in France, I work with people in Toronto, I work with people wherever. So I can always help you through this journey if you need someone like me. Of course, my opening conversation is free. We get to see what is it that you want and talk about if we're a good fit. Because if we're not a good fit, then there's no point in forcing it. That sounded dirty, but you know what I mean. The one after that we did In the Mind of Men and Women. That was good. We did 4 episodes on that. We kind of didn't have a conclusion on that one, so we're gonna try to venture into a different podcast for that one. I will keep you guys up to date on that, because there was a lot that was said and there was a lot that was talked about, and so many topics were opened up that I feel like it's something that has to be done on the side. So if you guys want to take a look at that, the audio was a little bit up and down for that one, but if you guys stick with it, it was really amazing. Men shared their thoughts on how relationships and how they're seen in the world, and women shared their thoughts on relationships and how they're seen on the world. And I felt like there was a little bit of a disharmony, a disbalance. And remember, everything is relationships, right? We need that feminine, we need that masculine, we need those polarities, we need that oneness to be able to move forward, to create a life, to create this experience on this planet, right? Because we were all born through a mother and a father. So I think it's something that we need to talk about a little bit more. I wish we had a little bit more solutions, but I feel like being aware of yourself, who you are, what you need in your life, how you want to evolve in your life, what the experience of the opposite sex is, and if you are same-sex, in same-sex relationships, being aware of who the person that you are with is and how you guys balance and harmonize and are compatible with each other helps a lot. And knowing that giving up is never going to get you what you want. If this is the person that you love, then you have to be willing to make those steps, right? And even if you're not in a relationship with this person, we live in a world with men and women. So being open to hearing other people, understanding what they need, and not being abused, having boundaries will set us up for better relationships, right? And I think it starts with the small things. So having a relationship with your body, having a relationship with your breath, having a relationship with your thoughts, having a relationship with your own nature. Because having a relationship with your own nature allows you to have a relationship with other things. This is a fake plant, so there's no point in me like touching it, but you guys know what I mean, right? Trying to understand what world you live in helps you understand the people that live in it with you. Like one of our participants said, être humain, c'est être avec les humains. So you can't be human alone. So yeah, bursting with femininity, that was great. Then we went into, I think after we went into bursting with spirituality. So that one was, we took a way different turn than we took last season. I was really excited to have Joyce on. I hope you guys were able to kind of keep up with the conversation. I know a lot of you said you were, but I know it went deep into that. That's a lot of what I do with spirituality, because I try to tailor to all religions instead of just one. Like I said, I did grow up Christian, so I'm more knowledgeable about the Bible. But because there's so many things that I learned after that, I feel like I'm able to touch on different topics. And so having a spiritual umbrella is good, because it allows you to see the bigger picture of your lifestyle, your purpose, how you can protect yourself from energies, how you can have those boundaries, how you can set yourself up with manifesting, because everything started as an idea. Let's not forget everything. When we talk about spirituality, people think about this man in the sky, or, this whole gods and God, but everything started as an idea. Everything started as a seed before it became like a manifestation. And that is spirituality. That transformation, that transition is spirituality. And there's a life force in that we need to acknowledge, and that we kind of need to step into, so that we can reclaim our own energy and reclaim our own power and use it in the best way possible, because you are always creating your thoughts. You are always creating, whether you're having negative self-talk or positive self-talk, you're always creating something. You're always in creation. You're always attracting or repelling. So becoming aware of that power allows you to step more into it and utilize it the way you want it to be utilized. Instead of being used, you're now receiving and creating. I don't want to say you're using, but you're using. Could be used. You could be using in a positive way. So it's really up to your thoughts. Next, we talked about bursting with expressions. I really enjoyed this one. I felt like it touched into our inner child, because a lot of our expressions we learned when we were children, when we were trying to learn how to walk, learn how to be mobile, learn how to talk. So I thought it was good that we could work on that even in adulthood. No matter what age, you can always work on how you articulate, how you express yourself, how you're clear, how you want to get your message across. And so having Emily Plant on was amazing. I really enjoyed how she, because I took one of her sessions as well, right? I try to do everything that all the experts that I have on, I try to do something with them, have a session with them, have a conversation with them, get closer to them before I have them talk to you guys, because I want it to be relatable, right? So it was really good having her on, being able to stretch your body and express yourself, contract yourself, open yourself up. I felt like it gets those creaks and cracks. It's kind of like movement, right? Because even in movement, we're expressing ourselves, right? And so I feel like it gets that flow going through your whole body and being able to express that better. And it can be expressed in poetry. It can be expressed with emojis. It can be expressed with nonverbals. It can be expressed through speech. It can be expressed through paintings. It can be expressed through so many things. And I feel like going back to that inner child, we allow ourselves to open up like a butterfly, open up like a butterfly and reach those dormant parts of ourselves that we kind of lost. So check out that episode as well. It was a good one. It was very fun, very funny. The girls that we had on were very creative, so I enjoyed that one as well. A tip from that one would be to do some morning stretches, like where you contract yourself. You start in your shoulders, you open yourself up, you move your neck around, you play with your tongue, you spell your name. We did A without trying to talk. A, E, S, S, I, C, A, J, E, S, S, I, C, A, J, E, S, S, I, C, A. And playing around with your tongue, right? Playing around with your nose, playing around with your eyes, opening, closing, okay? Have fun with it, guys. Don't forget that everything that we do, every episode that I try to have on, it's so that you guys can have fun reaching your goals, so that you can enjoy the journey. And that doesn't mean you're going to have ups and downs, right? Remember with Vyasha, we talked about the ups and downs of life is what makes you know that you are alive. Enjoying the parts of you that get angry, enjoying the parts of you that get frustrated is good, because that frustration creates opportunity, creates insight, creates awareness, creates I don't like this versus I like this. I don't want this versus I want this. Nothing is good or bad. Everything is meant to teach you something. Everything is a message. Everything is a lesson meant to give you more energy for your goals, for your creation, for what you want to live and thrive in. Okay, so you just have to see it as such. Then 2 weeks ago, I had Mariana on, and she was so lovely. I felt like this one really touched me, because from the womb, we feel vibrations, right? And I'm someone that really loves nature. Like, I had this sisterhood retreat whenever I'm in France as well, the mountains, the grass, the sun. Like, I can just sit in the grass because sit in the sun because I love stuff like that. I feel like it rejuvenates my cells. It just motivates me. It encourages me. It gets me going and flowing and happy. And even the moon, like, there's a lot of things that I do with nature that I feel like help keep me on track with my goals, with my passion, because it's tough. The journey is tough when you're doing your own goals and you're trying to be independent. As shout out to Andijan behind, but they built their production from scratch, right? They made sure to do it with their own money, with their own ways, right? And there's a lot of the shows that they do that a lot of the people are doing that as well. And that journey can be tough. It can be tiring. It could be annoying. It could be exhausting. Not everybody recognizes your worth. So doing the things and reaching out into the nature and doing the activities that honor you and your goals will always serve your energy, always re-amplify and refill your energy, right? And throwing out the things that do not serve you. And that doesn't mean that when you binge or when you feel like tired, when you feel like you need rest, when you feel like you need self-care, you have to get mad at yourself. No, give your body the time that it needs to regenerate. Take a bath. Watch some Netflix, go out, dance. There's healthy ways to do these things. There's unhealthy ways to do things as well. But have a balance. If you have 5-6 days of healthy habits, one day of unhealthy habits is not going to stop your course, okay? So being aware of everything that you're doing, being aware of your journey, being aware of where you came from. Where you want to go can seem a far way, but that whole journey is worth it. And so believing that it's worth it. And then if you don't have the support system or the environment to make you realize that it's worth it, then I'm here with you guys. I'm going to keep doing episodes. I'm going to keep having experts on. I'm going to keep trying new things to keep you guys motivated, bringing new activities that are cost-free, doing giveaways. And yeah, we'll keep having bursting with energy. So that was the season so far. What we have in the future is bursting with finances. I'm gonna let you guys know bursting with brain power. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, love_warrior8. Bursting with brain power, I'll let you know. We're gonna have bursting with finances. So we're gonna talk about the financial aspect. I know we didn't talk about that in season 1. We're gonna have 4 experts on to play a game, a life game. It's gonna be a life quest game. That's gonna be our final episode, and then there might be a bonus edition, so keep in touch with me, guys, on Instagram. And if you just need a coach to help you through your journey, then go on my website, ijustflow.com, email me, justflowkofi@gmail.com, or again, my Instagram. And so stay up to date with giveaways, with more announcements, with more things to come. And then after that, we'll do season 3, and it'll be a whole different ball game. So that is all for this episode. I hope this breakdown helped you guys and that you took away a few tips. And I'll see you in probably 2 weeks. If not, then look at my Instagram. Have a good Sunday, guys.
Jessica.
J'ai beaucoup parlé. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Kenzo? Oh my goodness. Là.
Est-ce que tu veux être ma femme?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Faut pas pleurer.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness, Fula. Shake my head. Oh God. I didn't do my nails.
Yes.
Oh gosh. God. Ah, Kizzle. You're gonna have lip gloss all over your lips.
Yes.
Oh wow. I guess that's how we're ending the episode, guys. Lol. Shake my head. Don't look at me. Nobody look at me. We are partying tonight. I thought your intuition said we weren't.
No, my intuition said you're not ready yet.
Wow.
Wait,
What
what?
did you know?
Yes.
You knew?
Yes.
T'es encore là.
Oh my goodness.